We haven't even unpacked the car, and Brandon already cannot stop taking pictures. So we are on our way, the start of our awesome birding and fishing expedition. More to come. Can't wait. Oh my God, I almost forgot a very important shout out to our benefactors, the Central U.S. Wildlife Institute. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're very excited. If I quiet down for a second, you'll hear what we're gonna see. Just out briefly before the big exploration begins, testing some of our tools and resources, including this kayak, which the Institute has provided for us. It will be outfitted for both Brandon and I by the end of the day. And I just wanted to say this lake is just unbelievable. It's so clear. No motorcraft are allowed on this lake. So we see only one other sign of life out there, somebody in a canoe. And the woodlands surrounding are bordered by prairie and bulrushes all around the shore. So this is just an amazing place to see all kinds of species. We can't wait to get started.
This is the Pine to Prairie birding trail, so we're gonna see what we can see, and should be pretty intense.
So, what are you gonna be looking for?
Well, probably some wood ducks and mergansers, but there's some species out here that I've never even heard of. So we're gonna try to find some uncommon birds, but we're also gonna do some uncommon fishing, and hopefully we won't get too technical. But I'm psyched. It's gonna be good. Wow. Okay. Here I am, day two. Brandon is washing some dishes down at the lake, so I'm going to do my own report now, file my own report here. I'm using a piece of bark as a tripod. We're having a good time, trying to rough it a little bit, but at the same time, just trying to find some of the stuff that's on our list and trying to catch fish that we haven't caught before, that we hear are here. So yesterday was pretty successful. I'm gonna go to my notes here. We saw a couple, actually two, lesser breasted fart catchers, and that was kind of a surprise because they're not usually in this area. Brandon saw a chestnut spotted dickfinch, but it was a female, which is, again, we're pretty sure it was a dickfinch, but because it was a female, could have been a different kind of finch, to be honest. I saw a golden showered tanager, which again, kind of surprise, but it was a juvenile, which is not as uncommon as you know, as they say could be here. I mean, they're all over, but they just don't. They hide, except for the juveniles. For fishing, was really interesting. I mean, we had fun just being out. It was a good day to be out on the kayak, but we caught a lot of neon musky wigglers. We could have picked those out all day long. It's getting kind of annoying actually, and we were using crappie suckers for that. I caught a bluetail butt feeder, and I was using a flu. It was kind of fluffernut flu. So that was probably, expected. But the big surprise was when Brandon put on a blue worm tagelfly. He caught an eastern vagina pike, which we did not expect we could get in northern Minnesota. So, I mean, I don't think they've even been seen here. But it was an eastern vagina pike. So it's been a pretty good day. Less sun today, as you can see, but we're headed out again. Looking forward to it.
This is a map that the DNR gave us, gave us some direction to be looking in this part of the lake here. So spent a lot of time up there. We saw a bunch of a few common sightings, few uncommon sightings. Immediately we saw a group of cliff swallows, and there was at least a few barn swallows in with them, and I believe that one of the ones in there was a snarky beak swallow. So that's kind of a little bit rare for this area, which is pretty good. We saw several murders of crows, a few along the shore, a few high up in the trees. What we're pretty sure of, not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure that I got a good glimpse of a rufous rump tit warbler that was in with the murder of crows, which is not something that you see in north central Minnesota during the month of July very often. So that was pretty exciting. Across the lake, there was towards the evening after the sun came down, we heard a big commotion of a bunch of loons. We looked out. There was a big loon fight, probably 3 or 4 loons going at it. Only one of them survived and flew away, and we got the fortune of seeing a cabinet of 40 grit sandpipers come and feed on the corpses. So that was really rewarding. So other than that, I mean, those were the highlights of the day of bird watching. So I got to work on my fishing report now.
Day 3 of our Great Pine to Prairie birding and fishing expedition.
Wish us luck.
Beautiful day. We'll report back soon. Okay, we're back. So that was kind of weird. We were down by the east end of the lake. It was kind of a beachy area, and we had 2 or 3 like foxy jignuts. So we decided to try to catch some farting smelt. And like, I don't know, after like 3 casts, we felt like we were overtaken by these beaver swallows. And I think that they felt threatened or something, because that's like a feeding area for the mussels they feed on or something. I don't know what the mussels, do you know what the mussels are?
Yeah, those are elongated pink snapper mussels. They're invasive species.
Oh, okay, so those are the mussels. And so it was a little scary. We felt a little shaky. God, it's beautiful out here. But it wasn't all down, because there was one positive little moment that came out of it. It was this unbelievably beautiful hawk, or it just took off right out of the tree above us. We didn't even know that it was there, and just flew right overhead. It was a hawk or a harrier. Brandon thinks it was a harrier. What kind of harrier?
Pretty sure that was a Northern California dirty harrier.
Dirty harrier. Okay. Up. DNR. We'll be back. Now we are not sure how things are going to turn out, because it might rain. We can hear thunder in the distance.
If that's thunder, then that means it's going to be pretty good for freshwater fat bottom catfish.
I had not thought of that. And we have orange tickle minnows.
Yeah.
So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should be good.
We'll see. It was a ruddy badwing or a purple nippled dapplewing, but I couldn't tell.
No, it's just a bald eagle.
Okay, so this may be the result of too many hours sitting in the blind looking up through the binoculars, or too many casts in the sun without a bite. But we came up with a joke that I think is hilarious, and Brendan thinks is okay. So, but it combines both fishing and birding. So what's the joke?
So, why didn't the great horned owl open up a seafood restaurant?
Why didn't the great horned owl open up a seafood restaurant? He couldn't come down from his perch. Okay, correction. He was too high on his perch. That's funnier. We are done. Unexpectedly. Absolutely unexpectedly. We were having on a break at camp, and we got a visit from the Department of Natural Resources, Special Agent Covington, and he brought us a fax letter from the Institute saying they were shutting down the study. They heard we were using long-tooth magnesium night crawlers, said that was against policy, it's too dangerous, so even though we had 2 weeks left, they just pulled the plug on the whole thing, and we're not happy, of course.
I don't know what Dick thinks of it.
So we're just gonna reapply, I guess, and next time we'll use worms.